winner of the New Jersey Press Association's Most Innovative Award.
Welcome back to Greater Media Broadcast News. I'm Susie Shea, bringing you the top headlines in Central New Jersey. Here's what's going on in your neighborhood. Changing demographics, a campaign for canines, taking the test, BET Award, and Eyes from the Ashes. The population of Central New Jersey is expected to grow as the number of foreign-born workers increases and young professionals flock to urban centers. Experts estimate that approximately 22% of the state's population was born outside the U.S., higher than the national average of 13%. And metropolitan areas are seeing a sharp increase in population as millennials make their way to Red Bank, Long Branch, and other urban areas. Experts say population growth has put a strain on infrastructure and requires an update to the aging bus and train systems. For more on the changing demographics in Central New Jersey, see your Greater Media newspaper today. And here's Mark Rosman with more headlines.
The Freehold Borough K-8 School District expects to introduce a full-day program for 4-year-olds in September. District administrators announced this week that the pre-kindergarten program will be paid for with federal funding. Freehold Borough currently offers a half-day pre-K program that enrolls 44 children. According to district administrators, the State Department of Education recently announced that New Jersey had been selected to receive a federal grant to provide quality pre-K to more than 2,300 children in 19 communities. Freehold Borough is the only school district in Monmouth County to receive the grant. The $800,000 annual payment will provide highly qualified teachers, research-based curriculum, class sizes of no more than 15 students, improved services to English language learners and children with disabilities, and academic coaching for teachers. District administrators said the New Jersey Department of Education has made a commitment to the U.S. Department of Education to sustain the full-day pre-K program for the participating districts beyond the period of the grant.
When it comes to cracking down on the heroin and narcotics epidemic, man's best friend can be a big help. Taylor Lear has more.
With a growing heroin and narcotics epidemic being in Howell for years, a special German Shepherd has been helping the Howell Police Department combat the problem. Canine Jago has been instrumental in conducting several searches and seizures of narcotics. In his career, Jago has assisted with more than 1,000 searches. Jago was trained at a canine academy in Atlantic County with his handler and owner, Howell Patrolman Nicholas Bonnaroo. Using basic command communication, Bonnaroo was able to interact with Jago in these successful drug searches and has also helped in the tracking of missing people. According to Bonnaroo, Jago will continue working until he is about 10 years old or possibly longer. The patrolman is proud of Jago's mindset and what he has done for the police department so far.
And here are the headlines you need to know. A Monmouth Junction author has been recognized at this year's BET Awards show. 18-year-old Chantal Sombembri was honored for her book series, The Honey Bunch Kids. You can watch her receive the award next Monday at 9 p.m. on BET. Public housing agencies in the 6th Congressional District will receive more than $5 million to improve housing developments. From Edison to Long Branch, the Federal Capital Fund program will allow these agencies to modernize developments and make management improvements. Derek Stevens, the suspended assistant director of the Middlesex County Adult Correction Center, has pleaded guilty to charges of witness tampering in a sexual assault investigation. The investigation pertained to the sexual assault of a 21-year-old female when she was incarcerated more than 14 years ago at the Youth Detention Center. Anne Wise was not a foreign dignitary or leader of a Jewish organization, but she was granted unprecedented access to more than 2,000 photos that were confiscated from prisoners at the Auschwitz concentration camp. Her story, which she calls a miracle, is chronicled in the documentary Eyes from the Ashes, which was recently screened at Brookdale Community College. To learn more about how she found these photos and what happened to them, see your Greater Media newspaper today. And here's Mike Pavlichko of Greater Media's WCTC with an update on Rutgers sports. After that, we have Tim Morris with more on the local sports scene.
Well,
Well, the Rutgers women's basketball team has been having a good inaugural year in the Big Ten, and you can expect that success to continue. In the latest AP Top 25, Vivian Stringer's ball club is ranked number 19, one of 4 Big Ten teams that are ranked. Maryland's 5th, Iowa number 13, and Nebraska number 21. But take a closer look at that. Half of those ranked Big Ten teams are new to the league. Why? Well, in part, it's been favorable matchups. Rutgers and Maryland play a different style of basketball, not the half-court offense, slow pace you see out in the Midwest. The Knights and Terps get up and down the floor. That's prompted at least one analyst, BTN's Vera Jones, to note that few have been able to keep up with them. Now, we've talked about football in this regard and a different style of play and adapting to a new league. Kyle Flood working that into his latest recruiting class, trying to get bigger on the offensive and defensive lines while staying athletic and gaining more depth, and he'll continue to do that in the future. In women's basketball, though, Rutgers and Maryland aren't going to change. They've got the winning formula. I don't see anything different coming from Vivian Stringer or Maryland head coach Brenda Frese. In this case, maybe the rest of the league is going to try and keep up with Rutgers and Maryland. I'm Mike Pavlich, on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
In the NHL, they play for the Stanley Cup. In the Shore Conference, they play for the Hanshin and Dowd Cups, with the winners meeting for the overall Shore Conference Championship. The conference final is scheduled for February the 21st at Middletown Ice World, with the puck dropping at 7:30 p.m. A North Division Howell, a former Dowd Cup winner looking to regain the title, took on their Freehold Regional District rival Freehold Township in the tournament semifinals played at Howell Ice World. Kyle Hallbauer, number 28, scores one of his 2 goals in Howell's 5-2 victory. Hallbauer is one of only a handful of players who has scored 200 points during his career. Rebel goalie Bobby Dovenera showed his quick reflexes with this save. Crashing the goal, Louis Kuka scores for Howell on a rebound. The Rebels kept play in the Patriot third of the ice with forechecking and puck control. They stretched the Patriot defense out with their sharp passing and constant motion, always looking to attack the net to create scoring chances. Lee McCarthy converted this one-timer for a score. This is Tim Morris for Greater Media Newspapers.
What do Taylor Swift and Pharrell have to do with the upcoming park test? Jeremy Grossman has the answer.
Taylor Swift, Pharrell Williams, and Meghan Trainor may have all been nominated at the Grammy Awards, but it was the auditorium at the Marlboro Middle School where their music truly had the opportunity to shine. At a recent Board of Education meeting, students from Farabono's 4th grade class at Robertsville Elementary School performed covers of some of the hottest songs on the charts, but with a twist. The lyrics were tweaked to revolve around the Partnership for Assessment of Readiness for College and Careers, or PARCC, exam that will be administered to students in March. The exam, which students will take via computer, is being administered for the first time this year. By performing PARCC-inspired songs, the students can feel empowered and excited about taking the test, their teacher said. For example, the song All About That Bass was changed to All About That Park. Because you know we're all about that park, no pencils. We're all about that park, no paper. We're all about that park on computers, the students sang. To learn more about the way that schools are preparing students for the PARCC exam, visit gmnews.com.
And here's Kenny Walter with the latest on the fight to save the Stella Maris Retreat Center.
The Monmouth Conservation Foundation currently has 2 proposals being considered to purchase Stella Maris Retreat Center in the Elberon section of Long Branch. The foundation has partnered with the Monmouth County Parks Department and 2 separate third partners, Clean Ocean Action and Finding Words, in submitting proposals to purchase and maintain the Ocean Avenue Retreat Center, which is scheduled to close at year's end. For more information, please visit gmnews.com.
For more in-depth coverage and additional stories, see your Greater Media newspaper today. Keep up with the latest headlines by liking us on Facebook.com/Greater Media Broadcast News or following us on Twitter @GMediaNews. I'm Susie Shea. See you next time.